All right, now I'm going to have you go ahead and focus your attention on page 69. This is the poem that we're going to be reading aloud, but this is also the poem that you're going to be using as your quiz for your TPCast. Okay, now one of the first things you need to understand is a phrase called an allegory. Okay, in the upper right-hand corner of page 69, you guys are going to see that allegory box that's on the screen right now. And I want you to go ahead and make these highlighted marks. Ready? Take those marks. All right, now the definition that's given is really broad, and I want to give you a little bit more of a concise idea. Okay, an allegory is a poem or a story. And the ideas of the poem or story are actually hinting about something else entirely different. So what you're reading is figurative. So it's meant to be taken as something entirely different. Right, now the poem that we're going to read is titled, "O Captain, My Captain." Now at the top of page 69, right now I want you to very quickly write a prediction. What do you think this poem is going to be about? Just from the title, not looking anywhere else, just the title. What do you predict the poem will be about? And don't say it's about a captain. Go outside the box here. It's really important that you write this prediction down. You're going to need it for your TPCast quiz when you receive it. Okay, now there is a third question, or a third key idea and detail question. You can go ahead and get that marked up and ready to go. I'm going to be reading "O Captain, My Captain" aloud to you. And you're going to hear my voice do two different things. And there's a reason why I'm doing that. I cannot explain to you why. But I'm doing that so when the TPCast quiz comes at you, you can go, oh, that's why she was doing that. All right, we're going to go ahead and read "O Captain, My Captain." Okay, now in this poem, there were three allegorical terms. Okay, that means three terms were used in this poem, but we're hinting about something else entirely. Okay, so if you look at the key idea and detail question, the three terms are there. You could circle captain, because that's one allegorical term. So that means it was intended to be something else. You can go ahead and circle ship. Ship is the second allegorical term that was meant to be something else. And the last, trip, voyage. That's the third allegorical term. So the poet here wanted us to understand that he was hinting about something else. Now, lucky for you, you already probably know who the captain is because we've been discussing who this individual is. Who, by chance, is the captain? Abraham Lincoln, very good. So you're able to get that taken care of. Now, while a captain steers a ship, they're responsible for the ship. What does a president steer? What is a president responsible for, Nicole? The country. So what perhaps might the ship represent? Okay, the Union, the North, and what else at the time? Military, what else? Think big, think broad.
The White House?
Think bigger, think broader.
The government.
Think bigger, think broader.
What?
Okay, someone just said, wait a second, everyone. Folks, the ship. It's not just the government. It's not just the Union. It's not just the Confederacy. It's
everything.
the country. It's the United States. All right, now we've got this trip, this voyage. A ship has sometimes a voyage, and the voyage could be rocky. Now, the United States had a voyage at this time, a trip, and it was rocky. What was this voyage, this allegorical voyage? What was it?
The war.
Very good, it was the Civil War. So ladies and gents, if you did not catch in on what we were doing, we just answered the third key idea in detail question. So, for those of you that were kind of slow to the get-go, there's your answer. Get it down, we'll need it. And while you're writing down what the allegorical terms represented, I'm passing out to you a pink handout. You're going to notice once you receive it that it's a duplicate, meaning the front side is exactly the same as the back side. There is a reason for that. And once you get your copy, just put your name on the front and on the back, just like the space on there is showing you. Extra copies, leave them at the front of the table. I'll come by and grab them. So you each should have one of these pink handouts. Make sure that you've got your names first and last on the front and the back side. They're both exactly the same, so it doesn't matter which side you work with today. One side you'll work with tomorrow, the opposite you'll work with today. So, I'm going to go ahead and get you prepared for this TPCast quiz. So what I need you to do is watch the screen because there's some information up there that you're definitely going to want to copy. I'll move that box out of the way in a second, that way you can see it a little bit better. Before you start going willy-nilly, copying everything in red, listen to the direction, that way you don't make a mistake. Okay, obviously, you need to write down the title of the poem and the author. That's been given to you. But you're also responsible for all of the TPCast, not just the spots that have red. You're responsible for this whole thing. Now, the reason why I provided red about halfway down through the end was because the questions they provided you were confusing, and I didn't think that would help you. So you are responsible for the top two portions along with the remainder. We're asking you to make a prediction. Where did you write your prediction down? Lauren?
By the title.
No, you wrote it by the title already, so you guys can just grab it and write that down. Now, the red stuff that I'm giving you, those are sentence frames. You have to fill them with the appropriate information, and that's something I am not going to give you. But you guys already completed a TPCast. Watch the screen for a second for those of you that are already into analysis mode. You guys completed a TPCast with me all the way through on pages 56 and 57. And why it's not working, I don't know. There we go. So if you're looking for an example of a completed TPCast, you've already got it in your springboard if you copied it while we were going. I'm going to give you some time to work on this TPCast alone. If there is any remaining time, I will allow you to work with a partner, but please don't guarantee that you're going to get that time. Go ahead and start working on this quiz. Good luck.